Hey everyone, Victor here. I just wanted to do a quick video and show the different ways how to harvest lettuce seeds. What I did here, well, all three of them bolted, but this is like way too high for me to reach, so I just kind of brought them down and getting ready to harvest. There are different ways to do it. I'll kind of explain, the different ways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, set aside, little envelopes with the date, that I harvested and the kinds. I got the Roman here, and then I have the Crimson over here. So what I'll do when I harvest them, I'll throw them in, some sort of paper envelope just so it dries out. Once it dries out, then I'll probably put it in a little Ziploc bag, and then I'll put the date and what kind of seed they are to help it have a longer shelf life. I'm excited to actually plant these again, get them ready for I probably could start right away or next season, because this is my first generation aquaponics seeds. So my logic behind it is that they might actually, grow better and do better than, the previous heirloom seeds that I got. Even though they still did quite well, they all gave me about, 3 to 5 different lettuce heads, and this one's almost to that point. I can still get some more lettuce out of it, but it's starting to bolt, so that one will be next. Over there I got my Cherokee tomatoes, and here I got the Roma tomatoes. I got to salvage stems kind of not being able to hold the weight. Look at those beautiful tomatoes. And then my Cherokee starting to turn purple. That's awesome. Okay, so one way to do it, well, you can see that these are ready to harvest when you start to see these little white fibers. If you just kind of take a little bit and pluck it, you can see that there's a seed right there. Not sure if you can see that, but that white little seed. And then you could just, place it on the paper, separate it. Do the same thing with like the Crimson. Let me do one here so that way you can see the actual seed. These are darker color. Come on, guys. There we go. And right there you can see the seed. And a little black one right there. And that's one way to do it. Just pick it and then do it that way. Some people, what they do is they'll take it and then they'll just cut the ends of it, and then it just then they separate it that way. That's another way. Another interesting way that I've seen it done, they'll come and they'll just rub the plant back and forth, just keep rubbing it, and then it just falls into like a newspaper or bucket. Just rub it all out, and then it just falls down there. And those are the 3 different ways to do it. Personally, I think basically, just cutting them one by one and just kind of separating them might be, a good way to do it. But if you don't mind having some of this stuff when you store it, some of the fibers, this is probably the fastest way to do it. Just kind of rub it off and let it all fall, and then just put it into an envelope or some sort of container. So yeah, that's pretty much how you harvest seeds. And it's pretty wild, because eventually these fibers, once the wind comes, it'll pick them up and go fly off and go and grow somewhere else. Just a natural cycle of life. That's what I love about this system. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this content, please like and share. Thank you. This is Victor signing off and reminding you to be self-sufficient. Later.